Welcome to day 5 of the quest. Today we're going to talk about the power of words. The Bible says in Colossians 3 verse 2, set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. You probably heard it before that your thoughts create reality, but what if I told you that this isn't just a new age trend? It's actually rooted in the Bible. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful. They shape your beliefs, your actions, and how life unfolds for you. God is sovereign. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. When we align our thoughts with His, that is where the power lies. Studies in neuroplasticity show that our brain's neural pathways change based on repeated thoughts. You literally shape something physical, your brain, by what you think every day. The physical is influenced by the spiritual. The physical brain responds to what thoughts you feed it. One of the most fascinating demonstrations on the power of thoughts is Dr. Emoto's water experiments. The experiment showed that water molecules change their structure based on the intent of the words spoken over them. Positive words and feelings of gratitude and love created beautiful, intricate, crystalline structures. However, negative words and even harsh music produced broken, chaotic, ugly-looking forms. Now, when you consider that our bodies are 70% water, what do you think negative thoughts and words can do to a person? Placebo studies take this even further. One of the most powerful examples involves patients who underwent a fake knee replacement surgery. The doctors moved their tools and implements around, and the patients thought a real knee surgery was actually happening, but the doctors never really did anything. Many patients reported significant reductions in their pain and enhanced mobility based on the knee surgery that never actually happened. It's called the placebo effect. That's the power of our thoughts and beliefs. Don't forget the famous rice experiments. Cooked rice in jars responded to words and thoughts. Loving words and thoughts made the rice stay fresh longer, but hateful words and even ignoring it made it rot more quickly. Our thoughts and words have a powerful effect on the reality of the physical world around us. One fascinating example is the case of Dr. Milton Erickson, a pioneering psychologist who healed an entire psych ward based on his thoughts. What he did was read their diagnostic charts and feel the pain and emotions that came up inside of him as he read them. In some sense, taking on their pain. One of the patients was a woman with severe schizophrenia. The delusions disappeared. Another was a man with severe depression and catatonia. He had been unresponsive for months, but Erickson read over his file and connected with the emotions behind it, and this patient made a full recovery. But here's the thing, the power of thoughts is not just scientific or anecdotal, it's in the Bible. Proverbs 23 verse 7 says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. That's why we want to have God's mind and His thoughts so we can become more like Him. So how do we harness the power of our thoughts? That's a lifelong process, but the first step begins with awareness. You must become aware of the thoughts that are going on in your mind because most of them pass by without us even noticing what they are. Start by taking 5 minutes and just sitting quietly and noticing what thoughts come up. There may be some that you've never realized were there. This is why the Bible tells us to take every thought captive. It's not just a cutesy saying. Psychologists and therapists recognize the power in sitting with our thoughts, taking them captive, and then letting them go to a higher power. It has everything to do with aligning with your Creator. We're constantly getting thoughts that come from the flesh or the spirit. You get to choose which ones you not only listen to, but obey. Listening to your negative thoughts can be a powerful tool to transformation as long as you let each one go. Remember, you're not your thoughts. You have power over your thoughts. And then your thoughts have power over your life. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow.